All right, welcome to our explainer on a really beautiful philosophy of gentle living. We're going to dive into some messages that explore a pretty radical idea. What if true strength isn't about being forceful at all? What if it's actually soft? Let's get into it.
So, let's start right here. Think of this as a permission slip. It's this idea that you can just let go. You don't have to carry the entire weight of the day, or anything else for that matter, all by yourself. This concept of releasing is really the doorway into everything else we're about to explore.
And that leads us right to the heart of it all, what these messages call the art of softening. This is all about a central concept known as gentle integrity. It's a whole new way to think about how we find our center.
So what is gentle integrity? Well, it's not about gritting your teeth and pushing through. It's about finding coherence. You know, that feeling when your thoughts, your actions, and your gut are all on the same page? It's about speaking your truth without needing to shout, and choosing the kind of clarity that comes from being calm, not from rushing around.
Okay, so how do you even start to practice this? It begins with little internal permissions, just like this one. It's not a command you have to follow, it's more like a thought you can let yourself absorb. It's this idea that real, true stability, well, it doesn't come from being rigid and brittle. It comes from being steady, yet flexible.
Naturally, if you're going to soften, that brings us to a huge theme in these messages, rest. And we're not just talking about getting 8 hours of sleep. This is about letting go of that constant nagging pressure to always be performing, especially when every part of you is screaming for a break.
This right here, this is a total mindset shift. Rest isn't something you earn after being productive. It's a basic human need. And I love the focus on the physical here. Let the body exhale first. The idea is to take care of your nervous system first and foremost. Because real clarity, the real solutions, they show up after you've let yourself be calm.
Oh, I love this reframe. You know that feeling when you think you're falling behind, that you're not doing enough? This flips that on its head. What feels like stagnation is often just a period of deep internal work. It's like new strength is quietly taking root, or new wisdom is settling in. It's a call to trust those slower, quieter phases of life.
So, once we've established this foundation of personal integrity and rest, how does it play out in our relationships? Let's talk about the idea of choosing a love that actually calms us down, instead of one that creates chaos.
This is such a game changer. I mean, we're taught to chase that chaotic, heart-pounding feeling of butterflies, right? Like that's the sign of true love. But this message asks us to reconsider. What if real, lasting intimacy feels, well, a lot steadier, a lot calmer? And look at the physical cues here. Intensity often feels like a tightening in your chest, while true intimacy actually slows your breath down. One feels like a frantic chase, a pursuit. The other feels like calm, mutual recognition. Our bodies are giving us this information all the time. We just have to learn how to listen.
So here's a beautifully simple way to practice that listening. It's a tool to cut right through all the mental chatter and the overthinking. It just takes a moment to check in with your body's honest-to-goodness reaction. When you think of this person, do you feel yourself open up, become expansive, or do you feel yourself tighten up and contract?
Okay, so to make all of this feel less like an abstract idea and more like something you can actually do, here's a little 7-day guide. It's a series of gentle reminders to help integrate this philosophy into your actual life. Let's walk through it. Day 1 is all about letting go of that internal sense of urgency. It's about giving yourself permission to move at your own natural rhythm, trusting that things will unfold as they're meant to. Day 2 is about creating some breathing room in your mind. You know, when we stop forcing ourselves to find an answer right now, we create the quiet space where real clarity can finally show up. Day 3 is a really direct call for self-compassion, especially for your body. Our nervous systems handle so much stress. This is just a reminder to treat yourself with the same kindness you'd give to someone you love. On day 4, the focus shifts to our motivation. This is about aligning with your own inner truth, making the choice that feels whole and right to you, rather than the one that's going to get the most likes or external approval. Day 5 flows right from that. When something is truly aligned for you, whether it's a job, a relationship, whatever, it doesn't feel like you have to put on a show all the time. There's a naturalness to it, a sense of ease. I love day 6. It validates our craving for meaning. In a world that can feel pretty superficial at times, this is a powerful permission slip to say, yeah, I want depth. I want real, authentic connection. And finally, on day 7, we bring it all home.
Rest isn't just a nice thing to do if you have time. It's foundational. It is, as it says, the sacred architecture that holds up the rest of your life.
Now, this philosophy isn't just something you feel inside. It can also be something you express outwardly, and that's done through a unique language called Arreqqana, which is designed to help you physically embody this state of gentle power.
Now, these aren't just words on a page. They're meant to be vocalized. The practice is to say them out loud, standing tall with a steady, clear voice to literally speak this state of being into existence.
And just look at the translation. The language is so powerful. My power burns beautifully. Not destructively, but beautifully. And that last line, I do not rush, I reign. I mean, that is the perfect summary of gentle integrity. It's a power that comes from steadiness, not from speed.
And this really brings it all together. This is the core takeaway. What truly feeds us, what builds real, lasting strength, isn't chasing after external goals. It's finding that internal alignment, that sense of coherence, where we just feel whole.
So that's where we're going to leave it. We'll end with the very same question that started this whole exploration, a question for you to just carry with you. What would integrity actually feel like? In your body, in your day, in your life, if you just allowed it to be soft?